Okay, good afternoon once again. We are here on YouTube to continue with our lessons in business management. The last topic we did was on human resource management. That was a broader topic. It took us some weeks. Now we are through with that. This afternoon we are starting or beginning a new topic. You know, we are on the functional aspect of business management. We have talked about the principles, we have talked about economic aspect, the law aspect, and so on and so forth. So we have talked about the financial aspect, financial management. We are on the functional areas, and we are through with one of them. We have talked about human resource management. Prior to that, we had also talked about financial management, where we dealt with stock exchange and sources of business finance. So today we are going to start with an important topic. Some of you are wearing, or almost everybody is wearing something. You eat every day. You read books. You buy medicine. You rent places for your accommodation, and so on and so forth. How do you get all these things? How did you get the food to eat? How did you get a place to lay your head? Those of you who are not in the boarding house and you have rented some accommodation outside the school. If you were sick, you went to the hospital, you were given medicine. Who made the medicine? How did you get it? And that is what we are going to do today. Very important, very simple topic. We are looking at production management. That is our next topic, production management. But before we come to production, we have two words, production and management. Everybody knows what management is. We have done what management is, so you know it. Then production. So what is production? So today we are going to look at the meaning of production and the factors of production. Then the subsequent lessons we shall look into production management and other aspects. So what is production? Very simple. You eat. When you go to hospital and you lack oxygen, they give you oxygen. You bought cars. You buy books. You drink water. You buy water either in the sachet or in the bottle. You buy fried rice. You buy minerals and a whole lot of other things. These are created, these are made by some people. So they created, they make them. And that is what production is all about. Somebody engages in economic activity. So it is very important for you to know that. The one who created engaged in economic activity. You remember we learned about what business is. We said that anytime somebody engages in any activity and if the person has profit motive, then it means the person is into business. So the person is engaged in economic activity. And that economic activity, this person will combine resources. There will be some input. Then the person will change this input into finished product that can be used by the final person or the final user. So when you say production, we are looking at economic activities that result in the creation of one goods or two services or the two combined commodities for the satisfaction of human needs or wants. You are economic student, so you know the difference between needs and wants. So that is what production is all about. And it is said that in economics, production is never complete until the goods or the services reach the final user. So if somebody made malt, production has not completed because the person has made malt and it is at the factory. Whatever anybody creates, whatever anybody manufactures, whatever anybody makes, it does, the production of that particular item is not complete unless that product, if it is service the person is rendering, unless that service gets to the final user, production has not ended. So production ends when the goods or the service reaches, or the goods or the services reach the final user. So that is what production is all about. So I said production, if we are looking at production management, that is what we are looking at, production management. The meaning of production, we say production is human economic activities. So it should be human economic activities that result. So when you engage in that economic activity, this will be the result. That results in the creation of goods and services. And these goods and services are called utilities. And as economic students, you know what utilities are. When you say utilities, you know what they are. They are wants satisfying abilities or powers. There is a want, there is something that you want, that you need, and it should be satisfied. So something is created to satisfy that want, and you are ready to exchange your money for that. So it becomes utility. So in economics, you learn about the law of diminishing utility, diminishing returns, and all those on marginal utility returns, the law of marginal utility returns, and so on and so on. So you know in economics that as somebody uses a particular commodity, the satisfaction that the person has, which is the utility, diminishes, and you learn all these things in economics. We are not here for that. So to satisfy human wants or needs. So if you are talking about production, then it means whatever you are creating should satisfy. So it is very important. The satisfaction of human needs or wants is very important. It's just like product. When you say product, something is a product, it means that it has the ability to satisfy human needs or wants. So if it does not satisfy human needs, then it is not a product. When you come to marketing management, you go into that. So that is what production is all about. It's the creation of goods and services to satisfy human needs or wants. But I say it's very important for us to hear that it is an economic activity, or they are economic activities. Then we have said that production is never complete until the goods or the service reach the final user. So that is that. Now let's move to the last aspect of the video. We are moving to what are the resources that we use to produce the goods and services. The resources, and they are together called factors of production. Factors of production. So we are going to look at factors of production. or others will refer to that one as agents of production. And just as I've just told you, when you say factors of production, we are looking at the resources, the various inputs that are used in the production of goods and rendering of useful services. Traditionally, we can talk about 4 factors of production. That is what we used to know when we were students, 4 factors of production. So we will look at land, we look at labor, we look at capital, and then the entrepreneur. But there is a 5th factor, which is knowledge. And you remember when we were talking about entrepreneurship, we talked about that. And we said that is the most important factor of production. We learned that critical analysis has shown or proved that countries that are rich are not rich because they have more land, more labor, more capital, and so on and so forth. But because of the human capital, because of knowledge that they have. So we learned that you may have mineral deposits, but you don't have the technical know-how. So somebody brings it, and you get only small percentage of whatever comes out of that. And the person will take the bulk away. So knowledge is very important. Information is very important. Skills is very important. The expertise is very important in the production of goods and rendering of useful services. So that is knowledge. That was what one of the management authorities, Peter Drucker, came out with. So let's look at the 4. Number 1. So we have land, we have labor, we have capital, and then we have the entrepreneur or enterprise. Land, what is land? Very simple, straightforward. When I talk about land, probably the first thing that comes to your mind is the surface of the land or of the earth. Yes, that is land. But land in economics, it goes beyond just the surface of the earth. Now, when you are talking about land in economics, we are looking at all natural resources. So we are looking at all natural resources, which we refer to as a gift of nature. So the natural resources, we refer to them as a gift of nature. That is what land is. So which includes the surface of the earth. But it goes beyond the surface of the earth. To include, we have the various water bodies. So the sea, you can fish in the sea. The sea is natural. It's natural. It's a gift of nature. And you can fish in the sea. So the sea becomes land. Then we have oil reserves for energy. We have mineral deposits for mining. We have agricultural land for farming. We have air for wind energy, and so on and so forth. We have solar radiation for solar energy. All these and others, all natural resources are referred to as land. So that is that. Now, when you have land, remember in economics you talk about these things and some characteristics or features. But I'm not here in management. We are not here for that one. At least you know that land is limited in supply. It is not movable. You cannot move it. It is not movable. The reward, so the most important thing you also have to note after the meaning is the reward for each one of them. And the reward for land is rent. The reward for land is rent. So when you have land, you get rent. So that is that. The second one is labor. What is labor? Now, as I stand here, I'm teaching. I'm using some physical, see my hand will move up, down, I'll be moving, and then I'll be writing. So I'm using some physical effort. Then I'm also using the mental effort, the knowledge that is in me that is coming out. But I'm using more of the mental effort than the physical effort. So when you talk, that is labor. If you go to hospital, the doctor is there, and so on and so Ford.